Georgia, a land of breathtaking beauty nestled between the Caucasus Mountains and the Black Sea. From its snow-capped peaks to its vibrant cities and ancient monasteries, Georgia boasts a rich tapestry of culture and history. But beneath the surface lies a complex story, a story of resilience, struggle, and the enduring quest for independence. For centuries, Georgia's fate has been intertwined with a powerful neighbor, Russia. Periods of dominance have been met with fierce resistance, leaving a legacy that continues to shape the nation today. The question remains, can Georgia forge its own path, free from the shadow cast by its northern neighbor? The relationship between Georgia and Russia is a long and complicated one. As early as the 18th century, the Russian Empire began expanding southward, eventually absorbing Georgia into its vast domain. Under Soviet rule, Georgia's economy and political system became deeply integrated with the USSR. However, the Georgian spirit of independence never truly died. Throughout history, there were rebellions and uprisings against Russian rule. Even within the Soviet Union, Georgia retained a strong sense of national identity. This complex history forms the backdrop for Georgia's present-day struggle. The Soviet era left an undeniable mark on Georgia. Let's explore how it shaped the country's political structure, economy, social fabric, and even its cultural identity. Under Soviet rule, Georgia became a single-party communist state. The Communist Party controlled all aspects of life, from the economy to social programs. This created a centralized system with limited political participation for Georgians. Economically, Georgia was integrated into the larger Soviet system. It became a supplier of raw materials and agricultural products to other parts of the USSR. While this brought some level of development, it also created an unhealthy dependence on Russia for essential goods and markets. One of the most enduring legacies of Soviet rule are the ongoing conflicts in South Ossetia and Abkhazia. These regions, with significant ethnic minority populations, declared independence from Georgia. After the fall of the Soviet Union, Russia supported these breakaway states, leading to full-scale war in year 2008. These frozen conflicts continue to cast a shadow over Georgia's security and its relationship with Russia. They also create a significant humanitarian crisis, with thousands of Georgian refugees displaced from their homes. While Georgia has a rich and ancient culture, Soviet influence is still evident in many aspects of life. The Russian language remains widely spoken, particularly among older generations. Soviet social norms, such as a focus on collectivism and state authority, also continue to influence Georgian society. However, there's a growing desire to reclaim and strengthen Georgia's unique cultural heritage. Traditional music, dance, and cuisine are experiencing a resurgence. This creates a tension between the lingering influence of Soviet culture and the Georgian people's yearning for a stronger national identity. The legacy of Soviet rule is a complex one for Georgia. While it brought economic development and a sense of stability, it also stifled political freedom and created ethnic tensions. Its own path in the post-Soviet world. The year is 2003. Georgia erupts in a wave of peaceful protests. Later known as the Rose Revolution, people take to the streets demanding change, yearning for a future free from corruption and Russian influence. This marked a turning point for Georgia. The Rose Revolution brought a new government to power, led by Mikhail Saakashvili. This new leadership had a clear vision to break free from Russia's sphere of influence and integrate with the West. This vision included aspirations for membership in NATO, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization, and the European Union joining. These organizations offered not only economic benefits, but also a security guarantee against potential Russian aggression. The new government embarked on a series of democratic reforms. Freedom of speech and assembly were strengthened, and elections became more transparent. However, the road to democracy wasn't without bumps. Corruption remained a challenge, and some critics accused the Saakashvili government of authoritarian tendencies. Undeterred, Georgia pursued a proactive foreign policy. It actively participated in peacekeeping missions around the world and strengthened ties with the United States and other Western nations. Georgia's bid for NATO membership, however, proved to be a major point of contention with Russia, leading to increased tensions. Georgia also focused on economic development. The government implemented reforms to attract foreign investment and promote tourism. While these efforts led to some initial success, Georgia's economic growth has been hampered by regional instability, including the ongoing conflicts with South Ossetia and Abkhazia. The quest for independence is an ongoing process for Georgia. While significant progress has been made, challenges remain. In the next segment, we'll delve into the complex geopolitical landscape surrounding Georgia and the role of other regional and international players. Georgia's quest for independence unfolds within a complex geopolitical landscape. While the country strives for closer ties with the West, Russia's shadow looms large. Let's explore the major players and their interests in the region. Russia views Georgia as strategically important due to its location on the Black Sea and its proximity to key energy pipelines. Moscow seeks to maintain its influence over Georgia to ensure its own security interests. Russia employs various methods to maintain this influence, including economic pressure, leveraging its dominance in energy supplies. Cyberattacks and disinformation campaigns are also used to sow discord within Georgia. Other regional powers also play a role in Georgia's geopolitical landscape. Turkey, a historic rival of Russia, has emerged as an important economic partner for Georgia. However, Turkey also has close ties with Russia and maintains a complex relationship with Armenia, another player in the Caucasus region. Iran, another neighbor, shares a land border with Georgia and offers an alternative energy source. However, its own tense relationship with the West creates additional complexities. The European Union, meanwhile, represents a potential path for Georgia towards economic integration and political stability. However, the EU accession process is long and arduous, and Georgia faces stiff competition from other candidate countries. The ongoing war in Ukraine has cast a dark shadow over Georgia's security. The conflict serves as a stark reminder of Russia's willingness to use military force to achieve its objectives. While Georgia is not directly involved in the war, it has expressed strong support for Ukraine and imposed sanctions on Russia. This has further strained relations between Tbilisi and Moscow, raising concerns about potential escalation. Georgia finds itself at a crossroads, caught between the pole of the West and the enduring influence of Russia. The war in Ukraine serves as a stark reminder of the fragile security situation in the region. Georgia's path to independence is fraught with challenges. The legacy of Soviet rule, ongoing regional conflicts, and Russia's assertive foreign policy create a complex geopolitical environment. Yet Georgia also possesses remarkable resilience and a strong desire to chart its own course. Georgia's success hinges on its ability to address internal challenges like corruption and strengthen democratic institutions. Continued economic development and diversification away from dependence on Russia are crucial. Despite the challenges, Georgia's future holds promise. Its vibrant culture, entrepreneurial spirit, and strategic location offer a strong foundation for success. With continued determination and international support, Georgia can forge a path towards a prosperous and independent future. Georgia's story is one of resilience and hope. As the country continues its quest for independence, the world watches with interest. Can Georgia break free from Russia's shadow and write its own chapter in the history books? Only time will tell. Don't forget to support us with a like and subscribe to our channel. Geostory for more meaningful content.